Action.
Yes, you're welcome to Soundtrack to Dreams chat platform. When we say soundtrack to dreams, is everybody has a dream. And in the process of achieving your dream, there are experiences. So we talk about the experiences, the dream, eventually. So that's why we say this is Soundtrack to Dreams chat platform. And we have, when we say chief herbalist, it's not it's because of the richness. It's chief spiritualist. Yes, in academy. I know him as Uncle Dan, but professionally, you guys, now, Professor Daniel Ikudaisi, Olorunfemi. So I tried. I tried. I've never mentioned your full name once. So.
And this is the first time.
Yes, I'll just say Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan. This is an interview now. And he's hosting us in Benin. We have been in Benin for 2 days. Amazing experience. Been to the university. Of course, you watch the interviews we did there. Uncle Dan is 70 this year. It's September, 5 months from now. Oh boy, there's groove going on here. So come September, Uncle Dan will be 70. He's already there, He's already there. So we are celebrating a refired man. Refired. That's what we say, don't go. Don't say, where Elon Musk shoot a rocket. You don't go. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for taking care of us and for Mama. Mama is just something else. She's just something else. Now I know why you glow. Uncle Dad took us to his house, and Mama was ready with dinner for us. Oh boy, if I tell you what we did here, I will not tell you that part. I'm telling you, we enjoyed ourselves. But something caught my attention when we were talking yesterday and when we got home. I said we should talk about it again.
Mm.
For 25 years, you've prepared a recipe. Pap, that common ogi people know. You've taken it to a very new level that every family needs to be part of. Tell us more about.
Uh, I had a friend. We are still friends.
Hmm.
It's I don't think he's in the country now. When the idea, it was his idea.
Hmm.
We're looking for money
The hustle.
because we didn't have money. I didn't have money, so we're looking for genuine way of making money. So when he brought the idea, he knew that I was intelligent, and so he decided to share the idea with me. And by the way, my background is biochemistry.
Biochemistry.
Yes, my first degree is in biochemistry. And then he said, "Can we do something like this? This pap, can't we produce it in a dry form?"
Hmm.
I said, "Yes, it's possible. It's to dry it and make sure that the moisture content comes to an appreciable
You, you,
uh,
you you say you can produce it, take it to a dry form.
dry form where we
Like you
can,
have salt now.
yes, so that the moisture
Flour.
content
Hmm.
will be very low. And we achieved it. We had we test we tested it and we had the shelf life of 1 year. That is 24 months.
That means it can last for 24 months, for two
Yes,
years.
uh, I can tell you right away that I still have that product.
Yeah, we're going to see the product because I'm very much interested in this product. A lot was spent into research. Tell me more about the periods, your research periods.
That's let me just tell
Yeah.
you something. This was one of the things that prepared me
Yes, you said it during the interview.
uh-huh, into my desire to now come to the university to lecture.
Mm,
But I give the credit
mm.
to my auntie, as I call her,
Yeah.
the late Professor Mrs. Ekudayo, Comfort Ekudayo. I showed her the product, and she asked me, with this product. You did this. I said, yes. So what are you doing outside? Why don't you want to come into the university? I said, well, I wanted to make sure that the academic society, the academic environment appreciates this product and approves of it. And that was the main reason why I went to see her. She was, in fact, she was so happy. Gave her some. And, and I can tell you that somebody that was a family friend, uh, who became a registrar at a time in this university, got a lot
The
of these
products.
products from us, and she was sending to her mother outside the country.
Yeah, it came to the time you were actually distributing,
Yes,
but in a very
we even distributed this thing to
a
a
supermarket in Lagos.
supermarket in
Yes,
Lagos.
yes,
I may not remember
yes,
the
yes.
name, but
But it was very no, not much.
yeah, but we were not able to meet up,
Oh, okay.
and so the man was not happy with us.
Why was that?
He said, "You have brought a product, and
Oh,
it
okay. The consistency was not there.
yes,
Not that they don't
and that
like it; they loved
no,
it.
in fact, there was not one single piece remaining."
So why did you? So you stopped after that?
I tried to get money, I couldn't get.
Oh, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, I believe at this point, Professor, not Professor then yet,
I was not a
wanted to go
professor.
deep into that because he must have loved the academic environments to think that yes, if not, we would have chased banks. If we have not, then would have. Now we want to bring this back. We want to bring this back. What is what? Tell me about the product. About the product. I have seen it. I have seen it. That's what I'm
Okay,
asking, and I want you to see it. And trust me, you will see it. You will love it. But tell me more about the product.
this product
Yeah.
is from white maize, yellow maize.
That's a corn now.
Yes.
We call it corn for our area.
Okay. Guinea corn
Okay.
and millet,
Hmm.
four different types with their unique colors. White corn, purely white, pure white. Um, Yellow corn,
Hmm. Pure yellow.
pure yellow. Guinea corn, brown,
Hmm.
and the millet,
No preservatives.
kind of ash color.
No preservative.
No
Natural.
preservative, no artificial coloration, nothing, and no smell, no smell. That's no smell, no odor.
Ah, I'm amazed that you did. You
All
did.
you need to do is just boil water, add
Of
it
course,
to
our
it,
delicacy. You can take it
and
to
then all
akara,
you do, and
akara,
that
one
don't
more.
worry.
We don't
Ask,
understand that good.
ask my wife.
Yes, we spoke to her. Of course, you watch this. You watch that. Mommy was going through and telling us how interesting, how amazing that was. I'll show you the product. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, I'll show you the product, and maybe you'll be the first to test it again before it goes global.
The origin of that food was with a friend of his. The same thing. We're all in the same church, and so this his friend had this idea and invited me, and so they started working on it together. But somehow this his friend now took off and traveled out. But then he continued being in that one wasn't interested in academics, but he was a scientist and likes analysis and all that. So he took it up and continued with it and met people in the lab, went even to the pharmacy department because they produce drugs and powders so that we can perfect it. And even met some engineers who gave him some way out and some advice. So that was how we came out with that app. At first, when they did it, it was lumpy. So they gave him when he went there, he now visited the pharmacy department and said, I have this problem with this pap. And they said, oh, they also have some problems with drugs, powder drugs. So they now introduced him to a kind of dryer. They said that was the perfect dryer for him. And it was only in the pharmacy department. So when they now used it, the the product now came out finer. That pap came out very naturally. It was so natural because it didn't have those lumpiness and all that. So it was a very fine end product. The end product was very good. Make it, you get the same consistency as the natural one you are buying. And then there was no odor, and then the taste came out very fine, very beautiful, and then the consistency too. There was no problem with it. And the safety, very safe. Yes, not just the economy makes it, and in fact, the way of life of people now. How many people really have the time to start going to soak corn and then take it to the mill and then start sieving and all that? So I think the present situation of people work, trying to bring work and all that comes out very handy for families. Even if you now want to travel, you can carry it along. A good package to travel. And wherever you are in the world, you can just put your water and then you are making something natural. Well, I want to sincerely thank God for all these years God has helped me. Somebody who started as in fact as a will I say professional teacher, because he started right from primary school. He had taught in primary school, then now taught in secondary school, even rose to the position of a principal in secondary school. Before now joining the university system as a lecturer, assistant lecturer. In fact, one interesting thing, I remember somebody when he was going to leave the secondary school, a friend of ours came and told me, not one, not two. I said, you let your husband to go to university, leave principal when he's supposed to be making money from school uniform, enrollment, WAEC enrollment and all that, and school enrollment. Advise him not to go. Where is he going to start from? To go and start, because he started right from being an assistant lecturer. And another one who came from the College of Education said, see, I am going to leave College of Education, but if I get there, I'm going to be senior to your husband. If he leaves being a principal, because he's leaving secondary school without experience, no experience from a higher institution. So he's leaving secondary school and going to the university, he's going to start on the basics. But I thank God for one of our friends who focused then. When I just shared it with the person, say, how can you compare principal to university? Abeg, let him throw away that principal. Let him, even if he has to start as a graduate assistant, that is still better. So that one gave me courage, and I had to support him to leave the principal stuff to go and then start from you know being an assistant lecturer. And true to it, God granted, even though it was not just smooth to, because before he could not get that PhD, it was a stressful time. It was a challenging time. You could hear everything and he was discouraging, as if regretting. Because even while he was a principal, even then, his other colleagues had built their houses and he was still living in the rented apartment. So the money was not coming, and he's not the kind of a person with cheats and do all sorts of things to make money to have a house. So, but thank God, I am thanking God today that in leaving the University of Benin system, he's not living as a mediocre. God had packaged him also for the future because I believe by the grace of God, he still has a future ahead of him. So, come 29th of September, I am inviting everyone to come join us to praise this God because he is the only one who has been faithful. And that's why I like that song. He, he is the faithful Lord from the ages past. That is why your name, Ololukola, is forevermore. God has really been faithful from the ages past until now. All we can say is glory be to God. God to the zenith of his profession, and he's leaving the university, going to be refired for something better ahead. So I thank God. So I'm inviting everyone, join us, come join us on 2 p.m. 29th September to praise this God. He was known to be a praise and worship fellow when he came into the University of Benin. So he wants to also live there, known for this, and he will continue to do it. And in fact, that is the ultimate of every one of us. By the time we land at the feet of Jesus, still praising him. Praise the Lord.
I have this. I already have this. And as an entertainment platform, entertainers will love food. We love food. And this is the first batch. The It's corn. This one is corn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is 8 to 2001.
Manufactured on
Yes.
the 8th of February 2001.
Believe you me, I think if it's this generation, they will fly with it. I think, you didn't want to really go, no people to search for funds. It's crazy. They will rubbish you and the rest. And
In fact, it was so frustrating.
banks as a worse of the percentage you want to get for just, but I have the product here. The next time you're going to see this product, it's not going to be like this. It's not going to be like this. We'll be having it, of course. Let them not let the cat out of the bag. So this went out, and lots of people in the academic environments, they had a taste of this.
This was what facilitated my coming into the University of Benin.
Oh, this
You
is the
know,
pivot point.
that's what I'm telling you. You know, I told you
Yes.
that uh, when I met my auntie, the late Professor Comfort Kundai, he encouraged me. Why should you be out there teaching? Come into the university. But like I told you, it was not easy. It was not fun.
Yes, your wife was telling us about you going into the pharmacy and rest, and you spoke about it also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can see this is powder.
This is powder. This is you can still feel that.
Yes,
This is powder.
this is
Not
pap. This is
this is
pap.
powder.
We are going to eat it. We're going to test this thing. After now, we're celebrating a prof at 70. Prof is 37.
25 years late, after
Yes.
it is still powdering.
25 years, and he spent 32 in the university, teaching in University of Benin.
Yes.
And this is 25 years in that 32. Amazing. Tell me the experiences you got with going to pharmacy, because you were not there.
It was. We tried all sorts of methods to
Experimentations,
yes
research.
to dry it. We tried to we sun dried. It didn't work. We didn't achieve a good percentage of dryness, and it had a lot of odor. So we said, okay, let us, since some drying not work, let us try to dry with fan. we exposed it into fan to fan, and then it didn't also work.
So we're not going to let the cat out of the bag because these are things that the Bank of Industry should pay attention to. Bank of Industry, um, moguls, those who have money, you fly abroad to buy suya. This can take care of 1 million people every day, and they are paying just a little, and you're making your profit. I believe now that Professor is taking his hands from the University of Benin lecturing, he's always telling me university that means he has plans to go lecture everywhere.
Exactly.
Yes. But I just pray that this will be the one to take him around the world, teaching people and keeping the poor or the hungry alive, even the bourgeois. Because I remember my mentor says I love taking akamu. That is a pap now, and akara. That's a bean cake.
The beautiful thing about this is just for you to boil water, empty this into the water, stir, you are coming to it.
Professor, I want to say congratulations. I want to really appreciate you. I strongly pray and trust God that we get to have a piece of this action on your 70th birthday. I pray we have it. I'd love to be the first to test and eat it. Though I'm coming home already. I've told mom I'm coming home to have my share first. Because once I eat this, I'll gladly be your ambassador. Once I eat this, because I already know that this is what the country needs. This is what humanity needs. Not war, not fight, not segregation, but something that will bring us together to break bread at the same table. And I want to also celebrate the grace of God concern over your life, your heart for God. I hear full gospel, full gospel. I hear ministries. The ministries you mentioned. Tell me more about some of the ministries and just appreciate before we leave.
Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship
Yeah.
International.
International. And you are the chairman here.
No.
You are the president.
No, let me give you a little background.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship at all. It was a friend. We were living somewhere in Benin, somewhere. We had a neighbor who told me that he was invited to minister at the banquet hall of the University of Benin, a breakfast meeting. That it was a breakfast meeting. He was the invited minister. He appealed to me to play the keyboard.
I know you played keyboard.
Yeah, to accompany me. I said, okay. I didn't know where we're going. So I just wore a t-shirt, long t-shirt. I still remember what I wore. But when I got there, it was ashamed. When I got there, I saw men wearing, in fact, the way they dressed was intimidating. And in my mind, I was saying, are these people going to heaven like that? Because the church I was attending, they didn't believe that rich people, well-dressed people. Then the striking thing was that when they now started introducing them, professor, doctor,
They love Jesus.
engineer,
They love Jesus.
pharmacist,
Mm.
that top men. I started, eyeing the place that this may just be a good place to be. That was how I entered. I got interested in the Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship International. I went alone because, like I told you, I was invited to help my friend who was a music minister. My wife, when I got back home, I told my wife, there's somewhere I went to, and we must go there.
And she said you always say, let's go
We went. And we've been there. We have not left there one day. We've been in that fellowship. And I must say this, that fellowship also when I heard all those names, I also contributed to my academic life
Yes,
today.
I want
Because
to highlight that.
yes,
That
I was professors. I secretly admired. It would be good to be called doctor instead of Mr.
yeah,
No, Mr. Alonfemi and Dr. Alonfemi. Doctor is better. Then, if you become professor,
professor.
it's so full gospel played also a major part in what I've become today.
Guys, if you are watching us, I love what I'm hearing. Association is for networking. Fellowship is for networking. Jesus hung around with all his boys, his disciples, and he called them, don't call me master. He said, you are my friend. And you can't hang around great people and be a nuisance. Who you hang around 80% of your time is who you become. And this is what we're celebrating today. We're celebrating 70. Professor, 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 the next product that will hit the market in Nigeria, this pap, powdered pap. No more soaking water for house. You understand me now? And another 32 years of lecturing that is now going to leave university. University of Benin is okay, don't worry. You are not missing him. You can ask for him when you want him, man. And going back to the globe, I want to commend you. I want to celebrate you. You're already my father. You understand? Yeah. So good team. You must associate with good team. Isaac said the king told Isaac, "I perceive that you are." This what told Jacob to I perceive. So I have already perceived with this path, man. So we will see, and I pray that on that day you get to come. Perhaps you be the first. And you protest. Look, I don't know how I can't get over this. You showed this thing for 1 year. 1 year plus. People were enjoying it and they never said anything.
I don't know when I know that a lot of people try to imitate what we did.
It didn't work.
I know, but I don't know whether eventually it worked for them. But if it worked, we should have been having
Yes,
we
it's
should
everywhere.
we should have been having it everywhere now. But like I said, I don't know that I don't know. By God's grace,
Talk to us if you're interested with this. So if you're interested in this is PAP. PAP. Made simple for us. Part of PAP. Talk to us. There's something cooking. Talk to us. But for now, we're celebrating Uncle Dan, Professor Dan, thanking God for 70